Today's Talk365 Talking Wellness segment is presented by Talking Wellness Weekend.
Hey everybody, it's Holly Love and welcome to another Talking Wellness. Today I am up in Kaysville talking about the grand opening of a brand new store where you can get all of your favorite CBD products and more from these two lovely people, Jennie and Mike Carlson, who are our owners. Hi you guys.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here, and I know you're like busting it to get all ready. This grand opening is a really big deal, but let's talk a little bit about the store because it was not supposed to be a storefront. This was just supposed to be office space for your very successful online business.
Yeah, absolutely. We started a network marketing company with CBD because we couldn't advertise. Everybody thought it was a drug. So we went word of mouth, and then we opened up shop, and we had so many people walking in and finding us. Like, hey, I just Googled CBD and I found you guys, that were like, well, I guess we better have a retail store now.
And it's more than just a retail store because, of course, you're a nutritional company that is specializing in CBD, but beyond having regular people interested in what CBD oil is and how it can benefit them, and the fact that it is legal and it's here, you also have opened your doors to other people who have other products that wanted to put CBD oil in, and you help them find the right stuff.
Absolutely. This was kind of Mike's idea. He just thought, why don't we support more local entrepreneurs and get some local artisans in here with, their soaps, their bath bombs. We've got some meditation equipment that's coming that's from a local company, Hugger Mugger. We have our local artist, Jerry Cordova, did this beautiful mural behind us. We just love local and want to support and grow.
Hemp is such an amazing product, as is CBD, and all of which doesn't get you high. We have all of these great little quotes back here from our founding fathers who used it and loved it for all of its different benefits, both for the environment and for physical, which brings me to your story, because you guys weren't always in the nutritional supplement industry and you haven't always specialized in CBD oil. Jennie, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about your story and how you came to find CBD oil and why you're so passionate about it.
Absolutely. So I didn't really even know what it was. Mike is the one that introduced me to it. It really helped him with anxiety, and I thought, well, I heard it's good for depression, let's try it. And this last winter I went through a really bad depression, and our oil basically kept me from admitting myself to the hospital. I was borderline ready to just check out and be done, and it kept me from going to that dark place.
I remember when we were talking about it, you were like, I joked around to take me on vacation or check me in somewhere, but it wasn't a joke. It was one of those funny, not funny moments. Mike, let's go to you, because you have a very crazy story. I wouldn't say crazy. Actually, it's probably more.
I have a lot of crazy stories.
It's probably more normal for people out there than we want to acknowledge for the most part, as far as being on medication that was not doing such a good job for you.
I've always been a cannabis enthusiast, I guess you could say, or advocate. Decided to stop and be a grown-up for a minute. I went to the doctor and got the solution, and
the status quo, all the antidepressants, anti-anxiety,
and like every month we'd go in and it'd get to be a higher and higher dose. And I was basically asleep, but I was running a business, I was parenting 3 kids, driving a car, all that stuff, with so much Xanax in my system that seriously I could nod off at any moment. So I decided to start back with hemp or cannabis, but the CBD, rather than the other form that some people may think is more fun. Pretty much in a 30-day time span, get off of a dose of Xanax that my doctor told me would kill me if I took it for much longer. And had I been smaller in stature, it probably would have put me into a coma of some sort. So, and that's what I was taking on a daily basis. So I haven't had one now for probably about a year. I still have them in the drawer just in case. I don't want to have anxiety about not having my anxiety meds. But it's helped me immensely in that, and with my fasciitis and just a few other conditions that I've had.
I'm amazed that in a year you were able to get off pretty intense drugs and be completely off of them simply using the CBD oil, which brings me to your oil. It's special, and it's not like all of the rest that are out there.
We basically had been looking at a few different companies that we would brand off of, and kind of had almost given up, and bumped into the right guy at the right time, and he started telling me about his product, and he needed some sales support, and so I jumped on the bandwagon there, and then it just has snowballed. The coolest part about our oil is there's a lot of stuff out there. Everyone I ever talked to, you can buy CBD anywhere. They sell it at the smoke shop, at the vape place, at the gas station sometimes. But the industry out there typically, like you're talking about 25 to 30% pure stuff that you're finding on a lot of shelves. Ours, at first, we were like 35 to 45% pure, and we were like rock stars in the space. So then we stepped up the purity to 100% to take part in some clinical trials.
Yeah.
Once that happened, the changes that people started seeing were so amazing. We were just like, well, why don't we just keep it there? And that way we've got the purest product on the business. We actually test it for purity 3 times before it hits the bottle, so we're sure that there's no heavy metals, toxins, mold, things that I had no idea could be in a liquid. When you talk about impurities, like if you've got an oil that's 25% pure, that 75% isn't like cotton candy and glitter.
Sure.
It's bad stuff that's you're trying to get it out of your body, not in.
And let's talk a little bit about misconceptions, because one of the other things that pure ranking means is no THC, which all of the oils out there can't promise no THC but you. So tell me a little bit about those statistics.
Well, hemp has THC in it. It's a member of the cannabis plant family, so it does have THC in it. But CBD is a compound, and when you extract just the compound, everything else that's not that compound just disappears. So it's not like we're trying to be no THC. Hopefully, when it's legal here in Utah, we will have an oil that has THC in it, but we will always keep the 0 THC, because a lot of people have jobs, they need to work, they have 0 tolerances, and they want the healing without the high. And so we want to be able to offer that to a lot of people, and they love that there's not even a question or worry in their mind, because we show the lab results and there's 0 THC across the board. And a lot of the other, 25-30% purity CBD oils out there do have low levels of THC. So you could technically still fail a drug test on those oils.
One thing I'm proud of with that is we're allowed to support like first responders and military personnel, and plenty of them are using our product for PTSD and things like that, because they need relief and they deserve it, and they're on 0 tolerance policies. So even with swab tests or the hair follicles, there's no THC in our product. And most of the brands out there, a lot of the brands out there have like a tiny amount, and they like to say that's necessary for healing. Well, the tiny amount that most of them have is the exact same amount allowable by law, coincidentally. That's the amount that you need.
Yeah.
So, like, we're really happy with what we have, and we think there's a place for both, like Jennie said. But, like, we're glad we can have a police officer come in here and buy our product and understand what they're getting.
And you have some amazing stories to back this whole thing, because, of course, being a supplement, you can't diagnose, but we can tell people all of the great things that other people are experiencing when they come in here and they get put on your CBD oil. So want to share a couple stories with us?
Yeah, absolutely. We always have to have the obligatory FDA disclaimer, right? We can't claim to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any disease or prescribe, blah, 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 blah. But keep in mind that they have approved the Twinkie. So that's okay.
I do love that comparison.
So that's kind of one of our little kitschy things we like to throw out there. But we get stories almost every day, people calling and saying, I haven't had to have my cortisone shots for arthritis for the last 3 months. I haven't had a migraine in a month, and I don't remember the last time that's happened. Do you want to talk about our seizure friend?
Yeah, we have a little girl that we're helping through the compassion part of our company. She's 5 years old, just turned 5, and had never had a seizure-free day in her life. Within a very short period of time of taking the oil, she had her first seizure-free day. Everyone's like, it's a fluke, blah, blah, blah. Well, that fluke went on for like 35 days, and then her doctor told her she had to stop so that they could do a test, because they needed her to have seizures. So within 48 hours of stopping, she was back to having, at first she was having hundreds of seizures a day. Now she just had 1 or 2, and now she's been seizure-free for quite a period of time. And when they say seizure-free, like, she still will occasionally have a little tick or a little tiny thing, but she's not having the crazy seizures and doing the self-harm that she was.
You were telling me earlier that about 95% of every illness stems from an inflammation base. So something that has inflamed in your body, and then from there it moves into arthritis or back pain or gout or a million different things, migraine, headaches. I mean, this is why this sort of seems like the miracle cure-all, and it is, because it hits the one thing that is the starter for almost everything that leads to all of the rest, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When our body's inflamed, it can't function the way it's supposed to. You take out the inflammation, the body can send the messages, receive the messages, and take care of itself. Our bodies are miraculous, and they're efficient and effective if they can speak to each other, the parts. And so you take away the inflammation, and the body just does its thing.
Amazing things begin to happen. Well, coming back to your grand opening, which is happening right now in Kaysville, and the fact that you guys have opened your doors to help people, thank you, because I know I've had friends and family, I've had my time, I've been very open on the show to share my stories of finding my way to wellness, and I left here with a bottle so happily the other day, and I'm so excited to see how it does for my back pain. I have migraines too, so I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you once again for being part of our wellness weekend and bringing your amazing products to those people, because mental health awareness and suicide prevention is huge for me, and I'm grateful for you guys working so hard to make sure this product is amazing, and I'm so pumped about it and want to get you guys up here. If you mention Talk365, you're going to get a bit of a discount. Is that right?
More than a bit. We're going to do 25% off on your whole order in the store or on our website, www. Do I have to say that anymore even?
I don't think so, but go ahead. It's fun to say.
HoriZen, ZEN.com, and use code Talk365 to save 25% on your online order as well.
That's huge. They're saying like your entire order, not just 25% on a bottle of the amazing CBD oil, your whole order. So get online, use that promo code. You're going to absolutely love it. Get in here if you're close by. Get a chance to meet these two if you have questions. And you guys have become experts in this whole field of hemp-based and CBD-based products, and you guys bring the best to it. And then you want to come up and support other local entrepreneurs who are making amazing products with their oils as well. So you guys, thank you so much for your time. Good luck. We'll do a follow-up here in a couple months and see how things are going.
Awesome, yeah.
I love it.
Sounds good.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Talk365 right after this.